Hello everyone, it's Ech here on Nerdlife with our new Let's Play of Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. As you can see, we have several options to start off with. We can do a tutorial to learn how to play. We can do the Black Pits, which is like the like a DLC thing. You can play Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. And as you may or may not know, this is fairly new. It's about a week old. Came out on Steam a few days ago. And it has everything that you can get for Baldur's Gate in it. Let's watch this though, and then we'll continue talking. Okay, so that was that. It's just like an introductory thing. That's the bad guy, it would seem. Otherwise, it's just some random dude that chokes people. It has no relevance to the game. So obviously, it is the bad guy, the main bad guy. Okay, so let's get started. Single player. New game. Now we're going to have to create our character. Now we have these guys. These are like pre-made characters. But we don't want to do that because we're not a bitch. So let's go ahead and create a new character. We'll go through this quickly because I have an idea of what I want to do. We're going to make a dude, firstly. I already know which one I want. I want this guy because he has a sweet beard. You know what? Let's just look a little bit. Actually, this guy's a better beard. He has a much better beard. This guy looks pretty cool. Dwarfish. That guy. This guy looks like he's got like a puppet show going on underneath his pants, perhaps, because that's where. Never mind. Alright, so we're. Now, if you get the Enhanced Edition, then you have some additional avatar pictures to choose from. These guys mostly, these ones at the end. Let's see. Let's go with the dude with the hood. Looks cool. I don't know. I think we're just gonna go with this guy because he has like a warhammer and stuff. And we are gonna be playing a paladin. All right. Race: human. Boom. Class: paladin. Boom. Alignment: obviously lawful good. It's the only option. Abilities. Now this is where it's gonna get tedious. We want to, in my build is going to be, we're going to have 18 strength, dex, and constitution. If you get a really good roll, you can just like absolutely dominate this stuff. You can have 18 across here, and then you minimize your intelligence to 3, and then you can also have like some charisma and wisdom pumped in there if you want. But it's really hard to get that kind of roll, I've found. And see, obviously we can't get there yet. So it may take me a few minutes to get the roll that I want, so I might be cutting some of this out. Alright, actually this is pretty quick. We actually got 18, 18, 18, and... okay. We also have 2 left over that we can put into something. This wisdom measures a character's enlightenment, judgment, and common sense. It is the prime requisite for priests. Basically, I think it affects your hilly type stuff, but it also can give you additional stuff during like conversations and stuff. But charisma also does that, and it's important for a paladin. So we may as well max that out, and then pop 1 point into wisdom. There we go. Sweet. Now we're going to move on to skills. Now, we have to think about this because we can go a few ways. We obviously want to go ahead and go down here to the bow and put a point in the longbow because we want to have a ranged option in case, you know, stuff gets real, as it tends to do here on Nerdlife videos. We could go two-handed sword, which is cool. We could also go with like something more off, like a warhammer, or maybe even a single-handed sword, so we can go sword and shield. But I think, I'm trying to think what we want to do here. Let's see. Our picture has a warhammer in it. Let's see what the warhammer says. This weapon class allows the character to use throwing hammers and warhammers. Both of these weapons are often associated with the dwarven warriors, and it is the dwarven people who make the finest quality hammers. Alright, well, we're not a dwarf. Let's go to this two-handed sword. The hallmark of the traditional muscle-bound warrior is a two-handed sword. This proficiency class allows your character to use these heavy swords and mangle your opponents. Note, magical two-handed weapons are more powerful than their single-handed counterparts. This counterbalances the fact that you can't use a second weapon or shield when using a two-handed weapon. The Holy Avenger and Vorpal Sword are examples of these weapons that are two-handed. So basically what it's saying is a magical two-handed sword's magical properties is going to be more powerful than a one-handed sword's magical properties because you're stuck with just having the two-handed sword. You can't have like an offhand. So with that said, I think we're going to go with the two-handed sword here. We're going to give it 2 points. And then I want to go down here to the two-handed weapon style and give it another point because it gives you faster attack rate, I believe. It gives you, wielder gets a +1 bonus to damage rolls, a -2 bonus to speed factor, and the ability to score hits on critical hits on rolls of 19 or 20 rather than just 20 when using a two-handed sword. Magical two-handed weapons are more powerful than their single. You know, we can just actually wait until we level up, I think. We'll just put this in. We'll put. Oh, we can't have more than 2. Dang it. Okay, it's fine. We'll just go down here. Actually, what I think we'll do is, what does it say? 2 points gives your character +1 to hit, +2 to damage, and extra. Okay, we'll just go with 2 and 2 and hit done. We gotta get in here because this first episode is gonna be longer than normal because I think we're gonna be a little bit more pale here. Because I think that's fine. What's this character look like? I think we're gonna go with dark brown. We're gonna go with white and dark blue. There we go. Very paladin-esque. And anyway, like I was saying, this episode is probably gonna be a little bit longer because I want to get through the entire first area before we end it. So let's get started, if possible. I already know which one I'll pick. I want to pick this guy, I think.
You got this coming!
He just sounds absolutely nuts.
If nobody else is gonna step up, why not?
There we go. He's confident and he's crazy. That's what I like. Alright, Ech, obviously. Now, do we want to have a last name, or do we want to have like a title, like Ech the Meats Lover? Or what? I think we might just go with Ech. And if you wanted to, you could hit biography and change your character's backstory. Doesn't really do anything except for your own amusement. But we're just going to accept this.
Nestled atop the cliffs that rise from the Sword Coast, the citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Faerun. It is an imposing fortress, kept in strict isolation from the intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home. Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown. Lately, Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong. Today, Gorion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
Alrighty, Cuddy. Alright, let's get in there. Let's get started. So we're at the front of the Candlekeep Inn. We're here to get,
Top of my to-do list.
Some gear for our unplanned journey. As you can see, there's these guys in green robes. They're scattered throughout this area. If you are playing, you can talk to these guys, and they'll give you some tips on general themes of the game.
Top of my to-do
tutorials
list.
and so forth of different aspects.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
So, one thing to note about Baldur's Gate, it's very important, is that elven asses are known for their cleanliness. And so this guy is saying, my inn is as clean as does it say elven, dwarven? One of those asses is very clean, and his saying his inn is as clean as that. So it's cool because it's super clean, other than the poop, which I'm assuming there's poop involved as well. But anyway, I'll read this stuff, not in a voice because, I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do voices. I'll read the prominent texts that are needed to be read, and then we'll go from there. Alright, this is Winthrop, the gentleman here, the chubby gentleman. Well, hello there, young one. Come to visit your old pal Winthrop, have ye? Well, don't forget the 5,000 gold piece book entrance fee as per Candlekeep custom, don't you know? Apparently he's from Fargo. Now we have the option to be like a dick about this. This is outrageous. What kind of fool do you think me for? Stuff your inn and stuff your company. And then just calling him on his joke and then just taking it entirely too seriously. So we're going to go with this one. Just having a bit of fun with you, my friend. The monks may be walking about with poles in their nethers, but you know you are always welcome here in my sight. Gorion did well by you, he did. So is there anything I can do for you? Some drinks, a room to sleep, or anything to buy? Sure, what have you? Alright, so we can buy a room. We're not going to do that. We don't need it. We can buy some gear, but we're not going to do that, really, because I believe this stuff is actually pretty shitty. I had an issue with buying a sword here, and then it broke within like 3 seconds because of like iron shortages or something. But we do need to buy a stack of bolts here, and I'll tell you why in a minute. I am fairly familiar with this area of the game because I had to do it several times thanks to recording errors and because I wanted to test it a little bit. But yeah, we've got our bolts. That's all we're going to buy. Let's get out of here. Let's go over to this gentleman. I believe he has a quest.
It's hard to find
decent
folk nowadays.
He has a weird accent. Firebead Elvenhair. It's the greatest name ever created. It makes me regret naming myself just Esh when I could have been Eshelblom Cherrybum or something awesome like that. Ah yes, I'm back within the hallowed halls of Candlekeep. With this iron crisis upon us, the trip from Baragost was more hazardous than I care to relate. You're Gorion's ward, aren't you? My, you've come into your own, if you would permit an old man jealous of youth to say so. I left an identify scroll with Tefteril in the inner grounds. He should be done examining by now. So if you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. So basically, this guy has a thing about mentioning my youth because I think he likes young gentlemen inside of him. But
way ahead of you, boss.
We're going to ignore that. We're going to go down here because this is a really easy quest to do. Just find the dude with the red cloak, I believe. You should be wandering around this general vicinity. Not these guys. These guys are enchanters. They're pretty creepy. I'm pretty sure they're constantly trying to serenade me. And I just am not comfortable with being serenaded by gentlemen callers. We're not going to go over here. I think this might trigger a little bit of a questy thingy. We want to save that for later. We want to do all the quests in this area as fast as frickin' possible. There he is. Where the hell were you earlier, you bastard? Firebead has sent you to me, hasn't he? Very well, return his scroll to him, but then you must hurry and speak with Gorion. He is waiting for you in the steps of the central library. I assure you, child, it is a matter of greatest urgency. Okay, bro. I'll get to it. Now, as you can see, we're pretty barren on items. We have a quarterstaff, which we're not proficient with, so we miss all the time.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
We need to get some. We don't really need
it's hard
weapons,
to find
be honest.
decent folk nowadays.
So hard to find. I'm glad to see that age has not hardened your heart towards an old man such as myself. I'll take all your identify scrolls. I have a great use for those types of scrolls. Here, allow me to cast a little spell on you. It'll protect you from the evil you might meet tonight. Thanks, bro. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. So, let's get out of here. Let's get started now. We're going to go this direction
I'll get right
first.
on that.
We're going to circle around, because as you can see on the map, it's a big circle, and there will be quests lined throughout the area. Alright, let's get started. Let's get crunk. Let's get started. Make sure you loot all the barrels and crates, obviously. And this is a, what is this? Barracks. Let's go in there. Barracks. I'm gonna talk to this guy.
Way ahead of you, boss.
I should have joined the army.
Ugh. What a mead-filled night. That hole is just too much. Poor Sap had to go man the gate this morning, too. I don't know how he does it. What can I do for you anyways? Nothing really, just, I was just wondering if you had any errands I could run. Errands? Yeah, actually, I had a quarrel of crossbow bolts. If you could get some for me off of Winthorpe, at the end, I'll reimburse you. Oh, very well. There'll be a few coins in it for you too, so you can stop giving me that look. Don't presume to know me, friend. I already have your bolts.
I should have joined
Thanks,
the
kid.
army.
I hear tell you might be leaving this place soon. Watch your back out there, okay? Here, let me give you this dagger. My father killed a hobgoblin with it once, many years ago. Stabbed him right in the back, he did. It ain't no broadsword, but it'll do in a pinch. Now take care of yourself. Not really a super great endorsement, but, you know. Now you want to go over to this chest here and take this stuff, because you're going to need it for a quest. Now, it is to be noted that the rest of the chests in that room are off limits. That guard will absolutely thank you for doing thievery things and all that. Alright, so let's open this chest. Ooh, 15 gold. That's what I'm talking about. What is this? A bunkhouse. Let's go in here. This guy.
I have a blade with your name.
He has our blade. We wrote our name into a blade. He stole our blade, and now apparently he is going to stab us with it. He stabbed us with the blade named Ech. There. You're Gorion's little whelp, aren't you? Well, you match the description. You don't look so dangerous to me. And what business is that of yours? That I am. Do I know you? I am his child, if that's what you mean. Let's go with that. Foster child. Got to keep it straight. He raised you as his own, but you're not of his blood. Your head ain't worth nothing if you're actually his child. Nah, I know you're the right one. Mind taking out of this gutter as soon as I snuff your lights.
Oh, top of my to-do list.
Owned. That's actually a really short fight because usually it takes about 18,000 swings to get a hit. Got lucky on that one. Pretty good. That guy did 1 damage to us, I think. 1 damage to Ech. Yeah.
Way ahead of you, boss.
Oh wait, this guy wants to talk to us.
Something on your mind?
Shouting, Ech. Are you all right? He's dead. Whoever he was, you don't. No, we're not a bitch. We're not a bitch, bro. It is better you don't ask questions, Karan. You have instructed and inspired me throughout my childhood, and your heart would break to see what has just transpired here. Oh, child, you're too young for the life that is being thrust upon you. If you be fully equipped for your journey, I pray that you run to Gorion on the library steps, for he is anxious to depart. I think I was going to go check out that dead body.
Our rules are very strict.
Now we can. This guy is offering us the ability to go test out group combat, but we already know how to do that, so I won't waste your time. Okay, and here.
These walls
So are you sick? You
contain
look rather
the
healthy to me,
world's knowledge.
but you never can tell. Do you need any potions or such things? Yes, that would be nice. Now, I'm not sure you would get that option if you didn't have high charisma in this area. What does this guy say?
No, excuse me, but I'm late for my classes.
Bitch, you're just standing around in this room. Don't give me that shit, I know. Alright, so we've got a potion there, free potion.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
We're getting right on it. Let's talk to this guy. I think this is Hull. Hey kid, I woke up late this morning and left my sword in the barracks before going on duty. If you want to get it for me, it's in the chest at the foot of my bed. Blah, blah, blah. This is the sword we picked up. Thanks, kiddo. Good Gorion didn't bring you up half bad, did he? You're lucky to have grown up here in Candlekeep, to be honest. Sometimes I think that the world outside these gates has gone mad. What with all the fighting over the shortages and all. And Baldur's Gate will be at war before the season's out, mark my words. Anyhow, I'm on duty. Here's 20 gold pieces for saving my skin from the chief. Now, I did this before where I got his sword and then brought it to, and then went there and gave it to him, just like this. And he was a dick about it. Like, it took me forever to get his sword. I don't know what the hell that was about. Even though it literally took me 3 seconds to click on him, talk to him, and then give him his sword. So, he is clearly schizophrenic. Oh, a dwarf. Let's talk to this guy.
By Moradin's hammer!
I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this building yesterday, you little bitch. Hop to it. Get in there. Now, I may or may not be putting words into these people's mouths when I use the word bitch or other. So, I'm just kind of giving it some flavor. Now, it's time to kill some rats.
Top of my to-do list.
These rats won't do any damage to you. Just gotta smash them with your stick. Smash this rat with the stick. And as you can see, there's cats wandering around aimlessly, not doing anything about the rats that are in their territory here. Critical miss. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. Man, this rat is evading me. There we go. There might be another rat. Yeah, there's dead. Let's see what this cat has to say for himself. Cat has nothing to say to you. What? Dude, I just did your job. Your sole existence in this world is probably to kill these rats. And you did nothing. So yeah, you probably have nothing to say to me because you're frickin' shamed. You've officially been shamed. Alright, let's
Top of my to-do list.
Hey,
Hey there, Esh. I see you're up early this day. Well, your father Gorion has asked me a strange favor. Seems like he wants you to learn some fighting and asked me to be the teacher. So hope you brought your staff with you. I'm holding it. It's huge. You can see it. Don't pull that shit. Anyway, this is like a basic combat tutorial. You can hit space to pause it. You did good, kid, especially after Eric started firing those arrows at you. I'm sure your father would be proud. You should go talk to the Gate Warden if you want more experience in fighting with a group of people. You can find him just south of here. Out there, it can be pretty important to know how to fight with allies at your side. And he's referring to the dude we've already talked to. Why'd they go into the basement? Weird. They're going to be touching each other's butts. I'm pretty sure of it. Now, we can go up here and get healed and stuff, but no need to waste our money on that. Got a cow over here.
what do you need?
Dreppin. Lydia left one of her books in here again. It's in the hay there beside the cow. If you could run it over to her, then come back. I've got some plans for you.
What do you need?
Nice day, ain't it? Too bad Nessa, blah, blah. So Nessa's sick, and Hull gave us an antidote.
What do you need?
And there we get the antidote that he gave us to this fellow here. So we're getting a lot of save time. And we got this book. There's a cow. Nothing. Stuck up bitch has nothing to say to us. Let's go in here.
Hello.
Hey. Oh, goody goody. I've gone and found you first. You are the ward of Gorion, no doubt. I do not recognize you. Who are you? Who I am is unimportant, but who you are is very much so. I apologize for this dirty bit of business, but I must seek your death. A pity, I know, but it would seem your head is worth an exceptional amount to me. I kill you myself, and I need not share the credit with anyone. So first of all, dude,
I'll get right on
the
that.
first person to have found me. I actually smashed this guy's head in earlier, but you know, you don't really know that. You just need to die, friend. Mission accomplished. Alright, so we've got a warhammer here. May as well use that. May as well. Now we can look at this damage. It's 1d6 of crushing damage versus 1d4 plus 1 of crushing damage, which really, I'm not too impressed with that, to be honest. But I think it counts, this counts as actually a one-handed weapon. I'm not real sure. If you look, you can see, what does this mean? 7 and 10 and 6 and 11. We'll put it in here. I think we're going to keep using our staff though. Dude got fucked up.
Top of my to-do list.
Alright, so we should be able to go down here. Talk to this chick.
Hello there.
Lydia. Oh, hello. Hey, have you seen my copy of the history of Halarua anywhere? You know how I can stand the constant shuffling arthritic feet up on the library. So I thought I'd get a bit of fresh air just east of here. And I hate being so absent-minded. Please, if you could find it, I really do need it back. Well, I've got it for you because Esh, you cut yourself above the brow there. What's wrong, child? Something in your eyes tells me there's something very wrong indeed. And then you can whine about it, or you can be a man and say, it's nothing, Parta. One of the cats didn't like me petting it. I'm all right, really. Yes, well, get what you need from the inn, then go to Gorion. He's desperate for you to be off. All right, we lied to him.
Hello
So he's
there.
no good. Give this chick her book, and now we have an item to sell from that, as well as some experience gained. So let's sell some.
Yeah,
junk
I'll get
here.
right on that.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
An elven ass. No, that's actually more realistic. To me, if I'm thinking about fantasy creatures or fantasy like species, asses, dwarven asses just sort of actually are like the, in my mind, are like the opposite of clean in terms of butts. Because I know no butts are really super clean, even the elf butts. I'm not gonna sell that yet. But an elven butt definitely seems like a more cleanly butt just by stereotyping fictional races and stuff. Alright, so we've sold some stuff. We have 240 gold pieces. Let's get out of here now. We gotta get to go right.
Top of my to-do
And
list.
we're gonna do that. He is over here, I believe. So let's walk on. Walk on home, boy. There's a bit of strange slowdown with Baldur's Gate if you're recording, so you can sort of see that. We'll look into that, try to get it fixed for later episodes, but it's not too bad. It just looks like you're lazily walking instead of fast walking.
Hey, it's me, Emowyn.
Hey, Emowyn, you cheeky bugger. Emowyn, I'm surprised that stuffy old Gorion let you away from your studies and chores. That old fiddle-faddle son of a bitch snuck off too. Old Puffguts Winthorpe was looking for me, but I've got all day to do his chores. You have time for a story today? No, I can tell you don't. What have you been up to? I'm afraid I cannot chat today, little one. My foster father wishes me to prepare for a journey. We can be a dick about it, or we can be like secretive about it, but that's dishonest. Just pick one. Little one, I'm not much younger than you, you piece of shit. Though you sure got tall fast, relatively anyway. A journey, eh? I never get to travel. Wish I could go with you. Yep. Really wish I could. Yes, sir, I really do. Alright, I get the message. I'll ask if you can go with us. Oh, don't be silly. Go, Gorion would never let you finish the sentence, especially after what that letter just said. Did I just say that? No, of course I didn't. Never saw no letter, nope. I'll just get back to work now. You had better go. Gorion is waiting. Alright, well, clearly you saw a letter, you little minx.
Oh, my child.
Gorion.
I am glad I have found you.
This is very unnerving, I know, but you must trust me. It is very important that you pack your possessions so that we may leave Candlekeep immediately. Hurry, for there is no time to tarry. The keep is well protected, but not invulnerable. I wonder if we can actually, go in here. You know what? Let's not. Let's just do this.
We have very little time.
I'm ready to go right now. Let's do it. Let's do it to it.
Listen carefully. If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them.
Right on. Sound like trustworthy gents. Now we're waiting.
Let's hurry, child. The night can only get worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry. I'll explain everything as soon as there is time.
Dude, I just spent like 30 minutes doing odds and end quests.
There is something wrong.
Not huge
We are in
urgency.
an ambush. Prepare yourself.
You're perceptive for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
And this guy is the guy from the first video. He is the main enemy, I guess.
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
Oh shit, Orion's about to go
I'm
off.
sorry that you feel that way, old man.
This guy.
Run, child. Get out of
Get out of there! Get out of there! Got one shit unlocked. Get them all! Kill them all! Boom!
Manus potentis paro.
Oh no! Go! Ah!
The dawn is especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible
The painful
dream.
anguish was just
Ambushed,
too hilarious.
you saw Gorion cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your ward, the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorion had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. Candlekeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorion's influence, their doors will remain closed. You will not last long on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorion mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arm.
Alright, looks like we got our first quest here on the Baldur's Gate series, and we're about to get started. Once we hit done, it'll get us into the gameplay, but this is the end of episode 1, so in episode 2 we'll finally get into the actual game. That was a cool sort of little prologue area to get us started, and this has been Ash on Nerd Life. Hopefully you guys like this new series. If you do, be sure to hit like and subscribe, as we'll be playing through the entirety of Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, which you can find on Steam anytime you want. Anytime. Just go there to Steam, because it is perpetual and you can get it. See you guys later.